Hello. Hello. Lead with Love Wellbeing Director Nicole Lindstrom here. Today, I will guide you through an experience of fear so we can begin to uncover that which we are afraid of and realize that fear is a collective experience and we are in this together. So to begin, please find a comfortable seat, whether on a chair or a cushion, and feeling even between both of your sit bones, go ahead and close your eyes, letting your awareness tune inward, tuning into the sound of your breath and letting all other sounds fade away. Connecting to breath, connecting to this moment, and finding yourself right here, right now. We'll open our practice with 3 deep clearing and grounding breaths. Full inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. And eyes remain closed, just feeling your body connecting into the earth. Pressing down through your sit bones and gently rising up through the spine. Feeling an opening in your sternum, an opening in your chest, and a lengthening through the crown of your head. And softening your jaw. And bringing your awareness inward into physical sensation. Through this process, I will guide you through a series of questions. So simply allow whatever comes forward to come forward without judgment or critique, but by simply observing exactly what is. Now, let's begin to look at fear. As I say the word fear, what begins to come to your mind? What do you fear? What are you afraid of? And as the thoughts stream forward, allowing, observing, what are you scared of? Especially right now. What fears are present in your mind day to day? Fear. And noticing what's coming forward, see if 1 or 2 things feel more energetically charged, meaning you have more physical sensation associated or more upset in your mind as you bring these fears forward. And then let's identify one very, very specific fear that you know you have. And now I would like you to think the thoughts, I am afraid of, and name your fear. I am afraid of, and name that which you are afraid of. Your eyes are closed, just beginning to repeat this phrase. How do you feel? How does it feel to acknowledge this fear and state it in the I am sentence? I am afraid of. What kind of physical sensations are coming forward in this moment? Fully allowing yourself to experience and acknowledge this fear. And then tuning back to the breath, just breathe, allowing your breath to be the anchor into this moment. Using the breath to channel any feelings of anxiety that might be present. Using breath to choose to sit and stay with your feelings. Stay with your awareness. Stay embodied in this experience. Now I'd like you to shift the statement, moving from I am to simply I feel fear. I feel fear. I feel fear. And as you repeat this statement to yourself, I feel fear, notice any subtle shifts, moving from I am to I feel, creating a sense of space, a sense of awareness, identifying fear as a feeling versus a state of I am. Moving from identifying yourself with that which you fear to simply acknowledging that you feel fear. You're feeling fear. And then to go a step further, think the words, I am aware of the feeling of fear. I am aware of the feeling of fear. And notice the sense of space between you, that which is fully aware and observing, and the fear. Knowing that you are not your fear. You are in fact separate. And you are aware that you feel fear. I am aware of the feeling of fear. Staying embodied in this experience, noticing any shifts in physical sensation. Next statement. Fear is welcome. Fear is welcome. So allowing fear in without rejecting or pushing away, but opening the heart, opening the space of the self even further to allow fear in, to embrace fear. And as you allow the fear in, notice how you feel. What is this experience like for you right now? Opening the heart, opening the mind, and embracing your fear. Allowing fear in. And how does it feel to allow fear in? Just simply allowing your fear to be exactly what it is. And in this space of connection, of allowing your fear in, notice the connection between awareness and fear. Your ability to be aware of fear, to welcome fear, and to be with fear. Now going back to the fear that you originally identified, how does that feel now? What is your connection to that fear in this moment, in this place? And is this a fear that you know other people share? Is this a fear that you know other people experience? Feeling not so alone in your state of feeling afraid, but knowing that others too feel afraid and that we share fear collectively. That the fears that come forward for us are the same fears that come forward for other. And when you begin to embrace fear, get to experience fear from this welcome state, notice how the fear is disempowered. It's not as scary. It's not as big. It just begins to soften. You begin to illuminate and see it for what it is. So from this place, how can you respond in the face of this fear? And if you do feel, in fact, that it is shared with others, how can you respond to others who might also be sharing this same sense of fear? How can we illuminate fear and use it as a way to unite us versus pull us further and further apart? How can we acknowledge our own fears and acknowledge the fears of others? And in the face of that, welcome the fear to disempower it so that we may rise above and be more conscious, feeling and experiencing our life and our life experience of fear fully. And from this place, choosing higher states of being, choosing love, choosing compassion in the face of fear, choosing to unite, choosing to be together and lift one another up. Instead of falling back into the story of fear and letting fear disable us from doing that which we intend to do for the highest and best of ourselves, the highest and best of each other. Okay, how can we rise above that state into higher states of awareness, higher states of consciousness, and realize that we have a choice? We always have a choice. And when we know that, we can actively choose love in the face of whatever it may be. Now, keeping your eyes closed, just notice how, as I speak, how you feel. Becoming aware of what resonates with you. Noticing any shifts in physical sensation. And although your eyes are closed, I'd like you to open your imaginary eyes and imagine that you are peering out at the world, right, from this heightened state of awareness, in this state of welcoming fear versus rejecting fear. Opening your eyes to the world from this place and noticing what you see. Noticing what you see outside of your door. Noticing what you see in others that you do not know, in strangers. And noticing what you see in the people who you might have a hard time with, the people who might trigger you. And what do you see from this place? How do you see the world? And how do you see others? And together, let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Taking the hands, placing them on top of your heart. And setting an intention to allow ourselves to fully feel our fears. To welcome fear in and embrace it. Allowing it to be exactly what it is without judgment, without rejection. But to see our fears fully for exactly what they are. And to breathe in a sense of space so that we know we are not our fear. We are aware of the feeling of fear. And to set the intention of when we feel our fear, allow it to be what it is and then transcend it by rising higher into a state of choice, of knowing that we always, always have a choice. And intending from this moment forward of when we feel fear to choose love, to lean in, illuminate, and always choose love above all else for the highest best of ourselves, the highest best of each other, and the highest best of our planet. Feeling that resonate within the cells of your body, within the beat and the connection to your heart. And slowly open your eyes. Let's go ahead and rub the hands together, just beginning to create some warmth and some heat. And then gently take the palms of your hands, press them towards your eyes, and let your head relax into your palms. Holding, nurturing, a sense of connection, a sense of aliveness to the highest and best part of ourselves. And palms together, thumbs at heart center. That which is good in me honors, and that which is good in you, bowing to the equality of all. Namaste.